Alright, it is time for another weekly update video. And by weekly I mean once every 2 or 3 weeks because I'm inconsistent if nothing else. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm JJ the Bearded Bookworm, and today I'm going to be talking about what's been going on in the last couple weeks as far as my life. I got a new job, so it's been really crazy just, driving there, going through training, driving back. I've been passing out at the end of the day just from pure information overload. I'm learning a lot of new things in this new position. And so for one reason or another, I just haven't had time to sit down and record videos. But I'm committing that is going to be changing here on out. At least doing the weekly update video, if not more videos throughout the week. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about is the readathon, Read the Olympics 2020, that I've been participating in. It's been about 2 weeks, and I've read nothing because, like I said, for one reason or another, I just cannot sit down and focus on anything. Even sitting down to read a book. As soon as I'm done editing this video, I'm going to be finishing Kingdom of Flyers. I only have 10 to 15% of that book left. Then I've been listening to The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson on my way to and from work. It's about an hour, so I'll be done in a month or so. Hopefully done by the end of the readathon. I'm listening to it at a faster pace. Most books I just can't do that, but because I've read it and listened to it before, I'm able to follow along a whole lot better this go around. And then at my new job, I'm not allowed to have cell phones on the floor, so I've been taking a physical book to work to be reading while I'm kind of on break or whatever when I'm in one of those restricted areas. The book I've been reading during those times is Alloy of Law, also by Brandon Sanderson, and that book is fun and exciting so far. I'm only 50 pages in, but I know this will probably change, but my impression is just Wax and Wayne are Batman and Harley Quinn. And at the moment, there's nothing that's going to change my mind on that. Just Wax going back to the city. Feels like Batman Begins, where Batman's coming back from his, adventures and training and things like that, and coming back to the high society of the world. And Wax just feels like an agent of pure chaos, where goofy outfits, being a detective and questioning Wax on things that have been going on that are crimes, and questioning him jokingly like he is perhaps a suspect. My reading is going to get a little bit more complicated too, because in addition to Read the Olympics 2020, I'm going to be participating in Tome Infinity and Beyond. It is a sci-fi readathon that's taking place over the course of July. And so definitely probably more at the end of July when the Read the Olympics readathon ends. I'll be focusing strictly on sci-fi from there till the end of the month. But I'll be mixing it in throughout as well. I'm really excited because, especially for me, sci-fi has been kind of a neglected genre, one that I don't talk about a lot. And so having that month of July where I'm just focusing strictly on sci-fi books, and I'm finally going to get around to Dune, and basically most of the shelf here is going to get read in July. Let's see, gardening update. So that one bed that had the squash and the cucumbers, everything got pulled out. It wasn't producing anymore. Partly because we weren't picking the vegetables off soon enough, so they were just sitting there, and that kind of signals to the plants okay, we're done, we don't need to be producing anymore. So everything's ripped out there. We also put in the giant gardening bed. It's 3 foot by 20 foot. And that was supposed to be mostly flowers. We used the tray, used the starters, got a whole bunch of flowers started. Went out to the garden, put them out, and then the damn dog. So mostly our smallest dog, our youngest dog, Athena, she's been jumping into the bed and very specifically pulling and ripping out any type of plant that is coming out of the ground. So within 24 hours, our entire flower bed was ruined. And then we're kind of having to readjust, figure out what we're going to do. We threw out some more seeds, a couple more sprouts came up. Yet again, she ruined them. Then when we pulled the squash and the cucumbers out, she started jumping in that bed and just digging and throwing dirt everywhere. Same in the other bed while it was bare. She's just going in there and just digging. And so we're kind of adjusting to that. Apparently our dogs are the biggest pests that we're going to have to deal with those gardens. But we're going to adjust here in this next season, I guess. The next planting, we're going to set up some vertical gardens with some like cattle fence to make like arches and whatnot. And then that crowding issue that we had with the squash and stuff won't be as big of a deal because they'll be climbing up the fence. As far as television goes, my wife and I subscribe to HBO Max, and Big Bang Theory is one of our favorite shows, but we've only watched like the first half or 2/3 of the series. We're like in season 7 or something like that now, and we're basically going to go through and finish out the rest of the series. And I caught a tiny glimpse of the final table read for the series, and I know there's a good chance I will be just a little bit emotional about the end of this one. It's usually how it goes, some of these shows where I'm emotionally invested into it. Once it gets to the end, I'm just like, okay. Like, those heartwarming moments have started to get to me more and more as I've become old and soft in my age. Let's see, video games. As soon as I started getting adjusted to my new work and everything, I bought the expansion pass to Pokemon Shield. So I've, whole new area, some new Pokemon. I'm a sucker for sweet fighting type Pokemon, like this one. It's like a Kung Fu Pokemon. And yeah, in those times when my kids aren't going to be allowing me to focus on actually reading, I've been picking this up and playing back and forth. Caught a shiny Pokemon the other day, so just continue that little journey. Then board games. Father's Day was last week. My wife got me another Tiny Epic game. This one is Tiny Epic Defenders. Tiny Epic Defenders is a cooperative board game where you're playing these heroes that are having to fight off these hordes of enemies throughout the realm and all the different areas of the kingdom. It's basically like a crisis management type game where we're working together. We're going to move our characters, around on this board, and the enemies come in and kind of increase the threat levels of these different areas. And so we're trying to manage and keep basically the fires down. And then there's like a epic foe that's like, a demon or kraken or dragon, one of these huge epic monsters that come through. And then we all have to face them while trying to survive that as well. We've basically only done like a test game of that where we're trying to learn, but we got the gist of it, and we're really excited. Victoria also got me the expansion to it, which adds a campaign aspect to the game. We haven't cracked into that yet, obviously, just because we were trying to learn the game, but I'm really excited. Another hit for the guys over at Gameling Games. I love these Tiny Epic games. You should definitely try Tiny Epic Defenders if it seems like something that you'd be interested in. Let's see, coming this week, like I said, I'm going to buckle down, going to get these videos filmed and put out. On Monday, we're going to have a Warbreaker review. Tuesday, I'm going to be doing my official announcement / TBR for Tome Infinity and Beyond. Wednesday is going to be Kingdom of Liars, and then on Friday I'm going to finish up Dresden Files Book 1, Stormfront, and we'll have a review for that out on Friday. One thing that I have not been doing in these videos that I've been intending to, and I started at the very beginning, was doing kind of a mini Q&A segment where I took a question or two from viewers, comments in the videos, or questions from the Discord server. Links down below for that. Basically just kind of a way to every week just kind of get to know me a little bit better and better. So I'm going to continue doing that. We're going to start that again next week in the next weekly update video. So comment down below something that you want to know about me. Basically anything is on the table. If it's not, then I'll say it. Also comment down below, let me know what you've been doing this last week or two. What books are you reading? You know, are you playing any video games, TV shows, literally anything that's going on that you're excited about. Comment down below. Let me know. That's all I have for today. Once again, I'm JJ the Bearded Bookworm. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow.